Hi, welcome to my channel. This is my brand new channel called Dotty Lifestyle. So some of you might have been with me on my other channel, my sister channel, where I share sort of my sewing, my dressmaking. You'll usually find me in something that's me made, but I share that on another channel. And the sun's just come out, so it's really glorious today outside in September in the UK. So I thought I'd just talk to you about our recent holiday today. We've been to Tenerife. We've been to an area called Playa, which is close to Los Gigantes. It's about 41 kilometres from Tenerife South Airport. And the hotel that we stayed in was called Landmar, Costa, Los Gigantes, which confused me a little bit because I kept thinking we're not staying in Los Gigantes, but that was the name of the hotel. It has a sister hotel slightly lower down on the hill. I'll just get rid of that sun. And that is called Hotel Playa del Arena, I think. It's also part of the Landmar group. We did pop into that hotel because obviously we wandered around and explored the resort a little bit as well. We were all inclusive and there was everything going on. I'll come to that shortly. It is quite hilly. So the hotel that we were in was kind of 2/3 of the way up a hill, but all of the accommodation is in separate blocks and they're sort of built into the hillside. I think the most would be 2 or 3 stories. We were in a 2-story block, but each separate block has its own lifts and stairs. So once you're actually there, if you're kind of not going too far, it is easily accessible. It's a family hotel, or for couples. We were a couple, obviously we're both in our 50s. And the other hotel is slightly different. You can have children there, but I think it's maybe more adult based. You can have sort of a premium area which is adults only. We didn't explore it too much. It looked absolutely beautiful, but I've got to say we absolutely loved the vibe of our hotel. We've done the kind of the pool with all of the activities going on, you know, where everybody's come around, play this, play that, do you want to join in this, that and the other. We really wanted a quiet experience and that's just what we got. I'd requested a quiet room. We'd booked an ocean view suite. I think all of the rooms are suites. So we had you'll see some pictures, I'll drop those in. She came in the hall with the normal bathroom on the left. There's a big wardrobe on the right, and then you could either go straight forward and into the lounge, which would have quite a big sofa bed, which was quite not that I slept on it, but I sat on it and it was quite comfortable. Got a Dolce Gusto machine in there. Don't think we used the TVs or anything. There is a kettle in the room, a little table and chairs, and then out onto the terrace, and the balcony did overlook the ocean because it was an ocean view suite and it was just beautiful. Across the ocean there's like a natural reserve. It's an island. It does have some properties on it. There are a couple of things. I did nosy on booking.com. You can book in and stay there, but it was just lovely having that sort of straight in front of you really. And then into the bedroom. The bedroom didn't have a balcony, didn't need it, but it did have the same view. Some of them are on 2 separate levels. Ours wasn't. Ours was all on 1 level. Huge wardrobe in there. 2 sort of it's a super king size bed, which is 2 beds, single beds pushed together, but it is actually built in that way. So like the bedside cabinets are built in and things like that. Does that make sense? The rooms were beautiful, everything was clean, and we just felt very chilled. We could just go either up a flight of stairs. We didn't use the lifts obviously. Up a flight of stairs, or you could have took the lift, and we were at the other end of the hotel, which has the quiet pool, which is quite a big pool. It also has a children's pool. It has a snack bar. All the drinks are for soft drinks, you just fill them yourself. There is beer on draft that you can fill yourself at the central bar. There's beer and sangria on tap. Make your own coffees. You do get empty plastic bottles in your room that you can just use. So around the hotel at various points are water refill stations that you can use, which I think is great. There wasn't any alcohol as such apart from the beer at the quiet pool. For us that was okay. If you wanted it, you would have just gone to the central bar. We kind of got into a little lunchtime habit yogurt. Go like that because we really liked it. So we would go to the central restaurant for lunch, and then drop into the bar and just have a couple of cheeky pina coladas before we headed back to the pool. We did go in the pool a couple of times. Temperature wise, it was fine. We did eat at the snack bar just once or twice. I am gluten free and dairy free, so I was really careful, and that was very easy to manage in the hotel. But it was your typical snack bar, kind of like pizza, chips, and just typical holiday snack bar sort of food. So I preferred to go to the main hotel because there would be grilled fish, grilled chicken, salmon. I was having fresh sardines every day, lots of different salad, and I could absolutely manage it fine. Everything is labelled for any intolerances, so it's really easy to make sure that you stay okay. If you've got any problem with that, I did email the hotel before and they said just speak to us if there's any problem. The chef will make you sort of a designated menu just for yourself. At breakfast, and I think they're out all day, you can get biscuits, cakes, bread, and some cereals that are gluten-free. I had them a couple of times. I'm not a huge sort of bread eater, but certainly there was soya yogurt, sorry, yogurt. There was, I think, mango flavoured soya yogurt. I did have that one day. But they also had oat milk and soya milk as well as regular milk as well. So there are two sort of what's called a la carte restaurants. They were a grill, so that had typical grilled food, like burgers, steaks, things like that. And then there was an Italian next door which did do gluten-free pasta, which was just great. So there's a picture, I think, of my meal, which was a burger with a mushroom sauce and fries. I just didn't eat the bread bun on that. My intolerance isn't so much that I can't have any contact with it. The mushroom sauce probably had some dairy in, but again, with a little bit of dairy I can be okay. I know when I came back and I've had a couple of days of completely gluten and dairy free, I can feel a change in myself, but there wasn't enough that I had when I was away for it to impact onto my health. But I appreciate that's different for everybody. So yeah, in the hotel there's a huge indoor entertainment room which has all the normal shows on. You can access them from the notice board, but the hotel actually has its own web app, so you can just go into there and it tells you everything that's happening over the day for every activity. I can still access that now that I've got home. But outside on some of the footage that you'll see that I'm going to share, because the hotel's it's very long, everything around the activities is on one level, so it's kind of self-created its own promenade in the middle of the hotel, and I really loved that. So some areas of it had what I was called like the chill out vibe furniture, and then high tables and chairs and little sofas, and then there were other sort of grouped together of 4 chairs, and in like as you went more into the bar there were really big tables that big groups were sitting at together. And in that area every day there is something else on, so like a singer or a band. There was a guitarist one night, a DJ one night, something on every night in that. So that was really good for us, and we were kind of getting ready to go out and do a little bit of mooching around the tourist shops and stuff. And then I noticed that night that there was a little craft sale on. There was about 5 stalls, but with jewellery. I think most of it was jewellery. There were sort of things for kids and stuff, but we didn't really look at that, like cuddly toys and things. Lots of aloe vera, soaps, natural products. They opened the bar there that night, and there was an area that the kids could access with face paint, and there was, I don't know, somebody dressed as a huge polar bear on the outdoor stage there. And another night there was a white party there that we really enjoyed. I've put in some footage, I think, of the white party, but actually you can see it was quite early on when I took it, so there are lots of children out there. It's a family hotel, but as the night got later, the music did change a little bit. I mean, it was great. It was fine for us. It was a bit of like maybe 90s like dance music, quite typical sort of stuff, and a bit of Spanish music. So we didn't really feel the need to particularly go out on a night to find entertainment and food. We were all inclusive because we felt everything was quite fulfilled. Of course we did go out, so as I said earlier, you can access what's called the bottom gate. So you just go to the main pool, the busier pool, take the lift right down, and when you go there you will also find like a high rope area that you do pay for. I've got a bit of a fear of heights, so I didn't do that. But there was also like a splash area for small kids, and like a soft play area. I think there might have been a crazy golf. And we just went out of the gate and went down and into Playa de la Arena. There's one sort of main beach there. It is a black sand beach. Very picturesque. You'll see that in some photos that I'm going to be sharing. Very typical, just a small amount of shops and bars and restaurants, more than enough for us. Or I think it's probably about a 15-minute walk into Los Gigantes, or I know that there's a market in a resort that's maybe about 20 minutes away as well. You can either book in for the grill and the Italian through the app, or there is a little desk that you can go to about that. We didn't feel pestered in the hotel at all, and that was so nice, because some places that I've been to before, it's like, do you want to come and get your hair done? Do you want to come and get a tattoo? Do you want to get your photos taken? Do you want to get this done? Do you want to get that done? We really felt like we knew everything was there, but we weren't pestered by it, and we could just really sort of chill out. Sitting on my sun lounger for 3 separate days, I saw dolphins in the ocean in front of me, and that was just absolutely amazing. So I'm going to leave you with a little bit of footage of the hotel and some pictures of the resort, and I hope you like that I've shared this vlog. If you're interested in knowing more about my sewing, you can find me on Instagram, Sew Like Dotty, or my sewing channel is also called Sew Like Dotty. I'll leave links to those in the description box and some more details about the hotel. And thank you for staying with me and watching today. So this was the beautiful view. I know that there are buildings in front, but this was where we were sunbathing each day, and we actually saw dolphins in the ocean in front of us 3 times. So obviously you also get beautiful sunsets as well. This footage was taken from outside reception, really high up. There are only a couple of tables up there, but it gives you a bit of a perspective. You can see the chill out seating near the front, and there are some sofas there. I just wanted to share with you a few pictures of us and the food and the views. It wasn't, 5-star resort, but we were really happy with everything. The cocktails, the drinks, the quiet pool. There's everything going on at the busy pool, but we just wanted some real quietness. And we're just overall really happy with the hotel. So the hotel is Costa Los Gigantes. It's from the Landmar group, and you can just see a few of the pictures that I took here.